you do. Blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you in your eyes.
Wow, what an intro, right? Come on, who else? What other shoe review you know is giving you intros like that? So I need you to beat the like button like a stole song, and also, like, since you here, subscribe, grab some popcorn. We in this for a fresh one, right? How many miles you did today? Okay, if you haven't done them already, it's okay. It's okay. Go do them later. It's okay. Have you had your tea today? I had mine. It was mint tea. It was passion mint tea. Amazing flavor. I got it. It's coming soon. Anyway, today's my guest is the Adizero SL. And man, you know how I love Adidas. You know, I sat here and I was like a whole Adidas stan in 2022. You would have thought I was getting paid by Adidas. I'm not. I'm not getting paid by anybody. I spend my own money to buy all of these shoes. I have a problem, clearly. I think it's safe to say I have too many shoes. But it's time for some new ones. And that this is a daily trainer. And do I agree with Adidas? No, I do not. I feel like a daily trainer should be somewhere between firm and soft. Like, I like the fact that you can feel the ground, but me doing this shoe at my like slow pace above 830, like 839, I didn't love it. I also weigh, just to let you know, I weigh around 183 pounds now, but when I first tried this shoe, I was about 190, so I use this shoe to get in shape, and that's what I usually do with all my daily trainers, right? Like, I take them from I go from being 190 all the way down to being like 180, 178, right? So I'll start off with slower paces, and at the slower paces, bro, my IT bands were killing me. Shouts to my Max Cushion Warriors. This isn't for you. Even for people that like firm rides, like firm shoes, like I like firm shoes, I don't think this is the one either. It's a bit too firm. At slow speeds, I can't recommend this shoe. No, that's the question. Is Adidas the Mercedes of running shoes? This isn't Mercedes-like. This isn't Mercedes-like at all. And I don't know where to put this shoe, but it definitely isn't. I wouldn't recommend this as a daily trainer. I mean, I liked it. I ran this for 2 weeks straight, like 2 weeks straight to put the miles in. And honestly, after my first day, I kind of dreaded running. And I don't know, like, I feel like with a daily trainer, you should be able to hit any pace and it should feel good regardless, right? And you know I love firm shoes, so this isn't about it being firm. Even though this is the firmest Adidas shoe I've ever felt. I mean, whoa. I like to start with the outsole. Outsole wise, I think the outsole of this shoe is still good. It's still really good. It don't got that continental grip that we all are used to with Adidas shoes that they killed the game with, but it's still pretty grippy. It's not as grippy, but it's still good. Like, I can't knock it. They still have, with or without the continental rubber, they're still killing the game. This one is still one of those ones, and honestly, the outsole is probably the best part of the shoe. And we don't have to spend too much time on it because Adidas outsoles are second to none. I wish, even if Asics could get just this rubber on the Super Blast, wow, or the Nova Blast, wow, that shoe would be out. I mean, that shoe is already out of here. I love running in that shoe. Shouts to that shoe. But yeah, the outsole on this is pretty good. Okay, midsole. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like the midsole on this at all. It's just a little bit too firm, and then to get to the speeds you have to get to in order for you to feel the Light Strike Pro puck in here, I don't think it's worth it. And it doesn't, so the shoe is slow. It's not super responsive. Like, you don't find that extra bounce unless you're going super duper fast. I think that the only way that you like, all right, I'm trying to really think, right? If you did not like the Boston 10 and you thought that shoe was a bit too clunky, would you like this shoe? Maybe, but I think that Adidas missed the mark. Honestly, this shoe would have been perfect had this whole thing been Light Strike Pro. If this whole midsole was made out of Light Strike Pro, this would have been the shoe that everybody would have loved. And I would have loved it. And I think this would have been a shoe for everybody. And it would have been, because I watched the video where they interviewed the people from the Adizero team, and they said that every shoe in the Adizero lineup basically is a tool, right? And this is expanding that toolbox. But to me, this shoe feels like a knockoff of this shoe, which is like, why buy this shoe when you could get the Adidas 7, which is way better? The only difference is the upper, but I would definitely recommend the Adidas 7 over this. But the midsole is tight. It's not really responsive. You have to work hard. I don't grade. I don't give number grades, but if I had to give a number grade out of a 5, I'll definitely give this midsole a 2. Upper time. I do like the padded, so the padded heel, the padded upper, it does feel pretty good in comparison to other Adidas shoes like the Adizero, the Adidas 7, the Takumi Sen 8. This upper does feel okay, and it probably won't rub your feet the way those other shoes do, but I do think that the toe box on this, yo, my toes is like this. Basically, my big toe started to turn black because of my toes were squished together. So I wouldn't even recommend this for long runs. I don't know if you size up in this. The toe box is so tight, but it does feel, the upper does feel nice and soft, and it does have all the extra padding. I think that this is made for a narrow foot person, somebody with super narrow feet. But if you're on the wide side like I am, I don't know, this is it. I just don't know. Honestly, I don't even want to bash this shoe, but I'm kind of bashing it because it's like, for $120, all right, this is $120. You don't have a shank, you don't have a plate, you have the toughest light strike I've ever felt. It's not a slow shoe at all, so I wouldn't categorize this as daily, but it is kind of heavy. So all right, if you're thinking about using this as your tempo day shoe, why not use this? I would use this 9 times out of 10 over this. The only thing is, like, all right, you got this shoe, and this shoe is maybe giving you blisters or rubbing your feet the wrong way. So if they could have honestly just took the midsole from this shoe, which has way more Light Strike Pro under your foot, instead of this puck, and then they put the upper on this. So if they mix these two shoes together, take the upper from the SL and put it on the Adidas 7, then I think that a lot of people would, I know I would have probably been happy, but like I said, the upper on this, the toe box is way too narrow. I think that they might need to make a wide version of this shoe, and it probably would be better, but I don't know. The laces, you know, I hate Adidas laces, so we're not even gonna go there. But yeah, this is crazy. Adidas, what's going on, bro? You killed it. But look, this shoe at $120, I don't recommend it. Like, why buy this shoe when you could get this shoe? This shoe has way more Light Strike Pro in the forefoot. It's lighter, so this is super light, then this is super duper light. It doesn't have all the padding, unless you love padding on your upper. The upper is probably the best. No, the outsole is the best part of the shoe. The upper, I can't. This has enough room in the toe box. I just don't know why they would make this shoe with Light Strike instead of Light Strike Pro. Honestly, this whole shoe should have just been Light Strike Pro in the midsole, and then they would have hit it out the park, in my opinion. Because then I could go any speed. But this is only great when you go fast speeds. And if your shoe is only great when you go fast speeds, then what are you really doing? Like, then it's not a daily trainer. I don't think that's the purpose of a daily trainer. I don't know how. Wow. Adidas, I didn't think we'd ever get here. But yeah, I don't. If this is, to me, you're looking for a daily trainer in the Adidas lineup, and this is to the Adizero team too. You have your daily trainer ready. This is your daily trainer. This is the daily trainer of the Adios line. Of the Adizero line, the Adios 7. Like, this shoe is way better than this shoe. For $10 more, are you serious? And if you could get this on sale right now for like $104 compared to this is $120, I wouldn't pay over $8 for this shoe. Nah. And like I said, this is only for the gym. I wouldn't use this on the road. I don't understand. So am I gonna use this any going forward? No. This is probably, actually I'm lying. I'm gonna use this when I go to the gym and hit the treadmill. But besides that, sorry. Just long story short, get the Adizero 7. Better shoe.